Good afternoon from the Ukrainian Startup Fund. My name is Yana and I will host the event today. We are encouraged to introduce the final pitch to participate in Startup Nights 2023. Startup Nights is the biggest event in Switzerland that brings the entire startup ecosystem together and draws international attention to the companies that are shaping the future with their innovations. According to the results of the selection today, 8 Ukrainian startups will present the national delegation at the Startup Nights this November. We would also like to express our gratitude to our partners, the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, the Ukrainian-Swiss Business Association, Startup Nights, and Kuna. Now let me introduce the jury members who will evaluate startups today and decide which of them will represent Ukraine at Startup Nights 2023. Uliana Pereskotská, board member of the Ukrainian-Swiss Business Association. Alicia Kagler, managing director at the Entrepreneur Club Winterthur and Startup Nights. Michael Dudley, board member of the Swiss Startup Association. Mikhailo Halecki, startup support expert, Cooperation Fund Foundation, Polish-Ukrainian Startup Bridge. And Mikhailo Chabanyan, founder and CEO of Kuna and the president of Blockchain Association of Ukraine. I'm happy to welcome Uliana for the opening speech. Uliana, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for organizing this marvelous event. I'm board member of Ukrainian-Swiss Business Association, and I'm the one behind this all coordination together with the partners and our sponsor. It was a kind of dream to have the first Ukrainian startup stand or pavilion, how we call this, on a Swiss startup scene. And I'm happy that we are making this historic event all together. Today, we're going to choose the 8 finalist startups who are going to present their products and solutions on a biggest startup conference in Switzerland, Startup Nights in November. Well, you might think that maybe Switzerland is a small country on a map, but believe me, it's a very competitive country. We have a very strong startup ecosystem, and to be on that side, I think it's a big privilege. And also, Swiss brand is well-known brand in world and Europe, and it's to have a partner or potential investor from Switzerland might open a lot of doors. Well, with no further ado, I would like to mention our sponsor, and I would like to thank you, Michael Chabanyan, who is the CEO of Kuna and a president of the Ukrainian Blockchain Association. Kuna is the first Ukrainian and SIC cryptocurrency exchange and the biggest fundraising platform in Ukraine. We are so happy that you are today with us, and happy that you became a partner and a sponsor of this event. So I would like to pass the floor to you, Michael, and then also to other jury members who are present from Swiss side is of course, representative from the Startup Night Conference and from the Swiss Startup Association, Michael and Alicia, and also Mikhailo from the Ukrainian part. So, Michael Chabanyan, the floor is yours.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for inviting and allowing me to be part of this. So my general idea, and for the most of the people who are outside of Ukraine and spend most of their time outside Ukraine now, you notice that how underdeveloped, let's call it that way, European or American markets are. You look at banking, at telecom, at crypto, in logistics, well, anywhere, medicine, everything is just appalling here. We thought that it's really good, but it turned out not to be that good. So what I see right now, the trend is that the Ukrainian who came to Europe, they're basically starting the very same businesses that they used to do in Ukraine, and they're doing quite well. And that way we're changing the Europe. We are spreading our culture. We're spreading the good side of Ukrainians, because there is like the bad side. Not all refugees behave well, let's call it that way. But there is like people like us who spread the culture, who spread technology, who spread the growth. So I definitely want to be part of this because this is also part of my brand image, my personal image. I'm proud to be Ukrainian, and I want to be just as successful as most of you in this chat. So thank you.
Thank you so much being with us today. And Michael Dudley, or Dudley in Swiss way.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. I'm Michael. I'm in the board of the Swiss Startup Association. Besides that, I have my own startup. We do have offices in Switzerland and in Kiev since a couple of years. So I know the Ukrainian startup scene, I would say, quite well. Know a lot of very good people, a lot of good startups. So I'm very happy actually to bring the two worlds hopefully a bit closer together, as I think that you guys have a lot of potential, and looking forward to see 8 of you present in November.
Thank you so much. We are looking forward to. Alicia, now it's your turn.
Yes, thank you for having me. I am representing the Startup Nights as the managing director of the event. And I'm very happy that we can have Ukraine as part of the event this year. It's going to be the first time. And I'm very, very glad, because I think that Ukraine is like a hidden gem on the startup sky. And on our part, we are trying to organize the events every year a little bit better and a little bit bigger. So since last year, it was an event 2 days with 8,000 visitors. And we do it like 99% only with volunteer work. So it's very vision driven and value driven. And I hope we can help the startup scene, the startup ecosystem to grow with this. Color we have.
Thank you so much. And then Mihailo, go ahead.
So thank you. Thank you for inviting me today to be a judge and jury during this event. So for those of you who don't know me, I am startup support expert within Polish-Ukrainian Startup Bridge project. We are on the market since 2018 in Poland, helping Ukrainian founders to get some insight into how the Polish startup ecosystem works. Just to remind you, it was in 2020 and 21 the most vibrant developing startup ecosystem in Central Eastern Europe. So there's much going on. So that's basically my role. And in this role, I was invited to judge in this competition. I know some of the startups. I'm glad to see as many familiar faces today. But to be short, the more familiar you are to me, the tougher questions you will get. So this is not time to relax. So best of luck. Show yourself from the best side, and remember to focus on why do you want to go to the conference and what do you want to show the participants on the conference. Thank you.
Dear jury members, thanks a lot for your greetings. And now let's meet the startup teams. Relief Paper, Parastock, Revisor, Aspici, Samekey, Platma, VRNet.io, Xeon, SLab, Checkai, Advertise, ESM1, Meltwater Club. About the timing, startups will have 3 minutes for the pitch and 2 minutes for the Q&A session with the commission. So let's see who will attend the Startup Nights this November. I would like to invite the first startup to the stage, Relief Paper.
Hi to all. Hope you hear me well.
Sure.
Okay, cool, fine. I'm sharing my screen with you. And let's dive into the Relief story. So my name is Valentin. I'm a co-founder of the Relief Paper. And first of all, I want to ask you that, did you know that we are all contributing to the deforestation problem associated with the growing consumption of the packaging? If no, together with the Relief, this can be changed. Relief is the world's first producer with the global potential of the paper from the urban fallen leaves. Our goal is to provide a service to clean cities from the bio-waste and reduce the impact from the forest industry. This is an important cause. The Relief is trying to use the problem as an opportunity. Currently, due to the importance of the reducing footprint, growing demand of the packaging, and the sustainable regulations, we have enough potential to create our own niche for the sustainable packaging, which will occupy a significant part of the market and at the same time meet all modern challenges. Everything is hidden in our unique solution. Sustainable paper made from the tree leaves is, instead of the cutting down trees, we use a part of the tree that regenerates every year in a big scale and also available all the time in the big cities. Using the city's leaves debit, we replace 17 trees for the production of 1 ton of the paper, with using only 2.3 tons of leaves. While the methods we developed allow us to save 15 times less water, what's important for this industry. Also, we're reducing the CO2 emission by 78%. Everything what I mentioned is the key markers for the sustainable product at this market. Our models is a win-win model because we work with the cities that have a lot of parks and they give us their debit of the leafy waste that would otherwise require the disposal cost. These leaves get our plants. We granulate them for the whole year-round supplying. And then according to the thermomechanical processes, that's our technology which we've developed, we turn this into the raw material for the paper, which call it the cellulose. Cellulose is the main material which we isolate from the leaves to make the final paper. The main product which we're already on the market is a composite paper for the brand owners and packaging manufacturers, as well as ready-made paper bags from the S and the S. All of the above sounds like very loud, very revolutionary. However, we have received recognition from the global name clients and the loud awards. In particular, we became the finalist of the LVMH Innovation Award, received a finance support from the ESC, WWF, and Google. And thanks also to the USF, we also received a lot of supporting from them. Behind of this confidence, there is a powerful work and this recognition. However, of course, this is a simple school idea would be unreal without the best team. And thanks to the Alex, the co-founder and the CEO of Relief, the business is growing and I'm developing the production part of the company, and also the super professionals with a year of experience are behind of the marketing, sales, social networks, and PR. This event for us is an opportunity to present the brand of Ukrainian origin to the European Union community. For us, this is also an opportunity for the new connections in the direction of the B2B investment and the opportunity to expand our activity on the territory of the Switzerland. We're quite close to the Switzerland because one part of our facilities will locate in France, so it's very close. And also this market is quite developed for the providing and implementing this kind of solutions for the local brands and customers. Our product set is our asset to any event of this level. Our paper packages and presentation will allow everyone to immerse into themselves in the uniqueness and the importance of the topic of sustainable packaging. In general, we are able to represent ourselves, our company, and also as a Ukrainian itself in the dignified way. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm ready for your question, and let's talk a bit.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. The time is up now, and we are moving to the Q&A session. I can see a raised hand from Mikhailo. Mikhailo, the floor is yours.
Yes, Valentin, thank you for the presentation. My question is the following. If you will talk to investors, which is one of the goals where you will go to the conference, what is the selling proposition? What do you offer them?
You know, currently our conversation with the potential investors, which we have, it's in a form of the cooperation with the European Union Investment Fund, because the first round, which we raised, it will be around the second round, it will be an investment, like a blended financing. So we are talking in this direction. If they're ready to be a lead investor, and if they're ready to invest not into equity, because currently we don't have any equity. The other things is just up to the conversation. We are quite flexible and we are open for the all kind of offers from their side and from the outside.
Thank you.
Uliana, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think we just go. So what is the capacity? And also you have only one production in France, or you still keep one in Ukraine? And another small question, you are seed, or Series A? I probably missed this information. If you can remind me, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, currently we are still running our production in Ukraine. It's in Zmiev, it's a Kharkiv region. Also, we have some productions in Lutsk and in Kiev. As I mentioned, these main products is the paper and the big reels and paper bags. It's more easy for us to do this in Ukraine because we know this market, we know these producers. In France, we are just on the way to set up our own facilities. In May 2023, we just started to build these facilities. And very soon it will be finished, and then we'll allow to produce this paper also in the European Union. Your second question, we are it's like a round A. We are calling this round A because we already got this grant, and it's enough to set up our facilities and to validate all of our business model and the market traction. That's after this, we're ready for the next round.
I also ask about capacity, like, this is how many bags you produce, or how many tons, or whatever, how you measure?
We have a cool question. We have two different ways. The first way is we produce our own paper bags and packaging with our branding logotypes and other signs, and we're realizing these products in our e-commerce shop. And another way, it's the B2B model when we work with the potential brands, and the capacity is very depending from the brand. Like, for example, currently we are trying to negotiate with some maisons from the LVMH group, and the capacity is different. It's between 200 and 1,000 paper bags, and also between 1,000 bags. Depends just from the client. But in general, our capacity is up to 5,000 tons of the paper per year.
Alicia, I'm really sorry, but we are running out of the Q&A session time. So we have to move to our next participant. And I'm happy to invite the Parastock startup.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone.
And good luck.
Thank you. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start the screen sharing now.
Please share the screen. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so I believe now you can see it well.
Yeah, it's all set. You can start.
Okay. So my name is Valeria, and I'll be introducing the pre-sowing seed treatment called Parastock. Our main goal is to increase frost and drought resistance of crops. Our pre-sowing seed treatment Parastock using a well-known technology in an innovative way to produce healthy food for everyone and help farmers avoid the loss of their yields. Our technology is recommended as a methodology for implementation by the Ministry of Agrarian Policy of Ukraine. And here on the slide, you can see a plant cell nucleus, and this is exactly what we are influencing with the microwave stimulation, and thus we can increase its internal energy and potential. We've already studied 58 crops, and here you can see our amazing results in the crops production improvement. So, for example, for corn, this could be up to 15%, for winter wheat up to 27%, for potatoes 43%, for sunflower 65%, and for buckwheat around 70%, which I believe is pretty incredible. Also, our technology lets abandon the use of fertilizers and pesticides. It destroys the phytogens and pests in the seed. Also, it increases the germination energy up to 4 times and the volume up to 3 times. It increases the strength of the root system, and the ripe period can be shortened up to 12 days. Here you can see the results of the experiment. This is the real field and the real crops and the real thing that we did with our treatment. You can see how well it performs. As to our competitors, we don't have direct competitors, but our non-direct competitors are chemical industries and GMO seed producers, because with our technology, we don't really need to use this kind of treatment. Here's our team. Valery Prokhorov, PhD, he is our general director.
Leonid Burdyka is our director. Evgen Vasilyev is our BizDev director, who is also present today, and me is a communication manager. So what do we want from the forum? First of all, we of course want to promote our technology in European Union. We also want to find potential investors to increase our production and get European Union certificates, because now we are certified in Ukraine, but not in European Union yet. Also, we'd like to claim that despite the war, there are innovative solutions and technologies which are being designed and produced in Ukraine, and we want to connect with new potential clients and stakeholders. So I think we're ready to get to Q&A session now.
Valeria, thanks a lot for your presentation. Mikhailo, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you for the presentation. I have a question. Let's model that I'm a potential investor and I'm interested in your solution. What is the major roadblock for your technology to be implemented in other countries in the European Union or outside of the European Union? And the second question, do you think that European Union is the best place to develop your technology and to get new customers?
Okay, sure. So the main block right now is that we are only certified in Ukraine. Now we will start the process of the experiments and then certification in Poland this September, but we still don't have like European Union approval. Why we think that Europe is the best market? We are not sure that this is like 100% the best market, but this is where we want to start, because this is where we can possibly find ways to get all the necessary documents to then, for example, then we can proceed to America or to other countries, or like, for example, I don't know, Egypt. Egypt is a great producer of crops, but we need to start from something. So we decided to start from Europe, you know, because I think this could be a major like lift to move on.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Do we have any other question?
Sorry,
yeah, Michael?
Yeah, do you have to certify this in every country, or is there like a European Union certification? How does it work?
I believe that we can start from European Union certification. At least it should be able, like it should work in all the EU countries. There might be some special requirements from every country, but if the device will be certified like fully, then I think it will be much easier to get maybe some specific approval or similar document.
You mentioned investments. So what is, like, do you know how much money you need?
Yeah, we have the calculations for the production. Basically, it depends on how many units we want to produce. We have calculations like for like 10 units or 50 or for one. Evgeny, can you help me, please? What's the amount to produce one unit?
About $1,000 себестоимость производства одной.
So to produce one, yeah, to produce one is $100.
No, 100 is
100,000.
Thanks a lot, Mikhailo. You're welcome.
Yeah, let's since we have three Michaels here, can you just call me Michael, so I know it's me? Yeah, please.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so my question is, so who do you see your end customer? Is it the seed producers like Monsanto and the ones you named in your presentation, or it's the end farmers who actually buy them and prepare them? Or and where do you see the major threats? That part I didn't see in your presentation.
I believe this could be both, but if I'm not mistaken, we are focusing more on farmers, because huge producers, they are cooperating with chemical industries, and they have all these like huge connections. So our main focus is like smaller productions, but maybe more local, more eco-friendly, those who are those who are more open to this kind of changes and innovations and are ready to improve their product, and they will see the results very quickly on their with our treatment. And as to the main threats, as I said, right now we've already been in touch with many farmers from Europe, and some of them are ready to start using our technology, but they say that in order to sell these seeds, to the people, then they need a paper. This is certified like in European Union, then like it's a green flag.
Does it somehow violate the strict rules imposed?
This is something that we need to clarify, with the seed producer, because if the contract from their side states that no, you cannot, otherwise maybe like we do not guarantee you anything, then yes. But I don't think it relates to our technology, because from our side, like, if you proceed without treatment, then you're not breaking any intellectual property or anything like that.
Valeria, thanks a lot for your presentation. Now I'm happy to announce the Platma startup.
Hi, colleagues. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, here it is.
Please share it fully.
Okay, can you see it?
Not yet. Okay, it's all set. You can start.
Okay, hi again. My name is Yaroslav. I'm co-founder of the Platma, and we're developing extreme no-code software development platform. So the main idea is to create a solution which will let our customer to create their software using natural language. At this moment, it's English, but in the future, the system will be agnostic. So we are trying to liberate small and medium businesses and, by the way, enterprises from IT dependency. So dependency on IT subcontractors, IT departments, and so on. How we will solve it? So with natural language as a code. For example, here you can see our customer, if we are talking about small and medium enterprise, would like to sell goods. And the customer can start to chatting with our system, and the system will understand and will ask all additional questions if there will be some lack of the information. It will create the flow and then build the system, and you can start using your software on the fly. The market is quite huge and booming. So this year it will be around 32 billions, but in 2030 it will be around 190 billions. So competitive landscape. So here are several we call previous era competitors. It's awesome companies like OutSystem, Mendix, Appian, but those platforms developed for IT guys and IT girls to increase their efficiency. We decided to shift out IT middleman from the chain of creating software. So business owner can create its own software on the fly. So Platma has its own AI builder, so you can create code using natural language where verb is a function, all other words is the parameters of the function. We have no vendor lock-in because we use only open source technology, and it helps to add huge IT integrators who started to use Platma because they can develop their own templates, connectors by their own. And these connectors and templates will appear on our marketplace, and these IT integrators or other freelancers will receive royalty if someone will use it. What we have at this moment, by the way, this slide is outdated because 15 minutes ago we received one more term sheet from Most Ventures, and at this moment we have 1,450,000, and we already signed contracts for 1,700,000, and part of this, more than the half of this money, is already on our account. So we work very deeply with Naventic. It's a huge, and Asseco, two very huge IT integrators who help us to develop our software. We have a lot of projects that you can see on the screen are in the development. Our team is quite experienced, and our advisors are also awesome. I just would like to highlight Chris Dashkevich. Chris Dashkevich is a head of Schneider VC, but previously he was a head of Siemens VC, and according to his strategy, Siemens acquired one of our competitors, Mendix, for 600 million euros. At this moment, he is searching for similar company which will be acquired by Schneider, and when we met each other, presented our product, he became our product advisor, and he helps us with pilots with Schneider and, by the way, with Siemens, and help us a lot to create the product precisely for the market needs. So we ask not 650 at this moment, 550. We already received from Almaz Capital, Naventic, and several business angels, and one more, 100 from Most Ventures.
I'm sorry for the interruption, but the time is up and we have to move to the Q&A session. So dear jury members, your questions?
Well, if I might ask this, why it was a slide before, why Startup Nights, so you can...
Yeah. So we have several markets that we are targeting, and Europe is one of these markets. So at this moment, we have clients in France, in Germany, but do not have clients in Switzerland. So we thinking to penetrate to the market, start our penetration for this event.
Do we have any other questions?
Well, you also talk about global world market capacity or like value, and are you thinking about Ukrainian or like have you, or it doesn't like it's global?
Yes, so we are building global company, of course, but Ukraine is our motherland, and we started from Ukraine. We have clients here and some of IT integrators, which we work with. At this moment, 6 IT integrators. 4 of them is Ukrainian companies. 2 of them is a huge global companies. And of course, we have implementations here in Ukraine, and our sub-product, SailGene, I didn't present it right here. It's a chatbot builder, which can be used by small and medium companies, like individual entrepreneurs, to start their sellings in 10 minutes with natural language as a code. We will launch it on the 1st of September in Ukraine. Ukraine is our first market. Then we will shift to Asia, to Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, and other countries with Naventic support. Naventic is a huge IT integrator with offices in these countries, and then they will help us with market penetration because they have offices there. So it's our mutual sub-project. I didn't mention it during this presentation because of lack of the time. But we started from Ukraine. It's kind of must-have. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, 2 quick questions. Number 1, you mentioned 1.7 million. What is it, like annual recurring revenue?
Yeah, we received this. So we signed the contracts from the beginning of the year with 9 big enterprise clients. So it's 9 big enterprise clients which we cover this project using Platform. So according to our strategy, we started from when we started creating Platform, we went to enterprises, show it to them, and start and sign contracts and start to build our product. This second step of our strategy is to shift this activity to IT integrators, which are in our vendor release, because we don't want to do this customization. And our third step is start to sell SaaS for small and medium. So our customers should pay 25 up to 100 USD per month. And we would like to have 1,000 and 1,000 licenses per day, not 10 customizations per year. But we had to start from it because we have to prove that Platform works. It should become kind of standard and so on. So all this revenue we received mostly from big enterprise clients and from IT integrators who started to use it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we didn't start this SaaS sellings to small and medium at this moment, but it's our main goal, and we will start it up to the end of the year.
Okay. Is the time up, or do you have a question? Time for a second question?
I think we have time. We just maybe if you have questions, let's continue.
Okay. One maybe a quick answer.
And Alicia also have a question. I think you.
Okay, I head over to Alicia then.
But also you can go ahead and then Alicia. So.
Okay, maybe a quick one. So in your slides, how it works, I can see that the launch is then on this SalesGene template and collecting orders through Telegram. So is it limited right now to that, or how does it work on the, I would say then, execution side? What is the technology that is being used?
Yeah. So the technology, actually, it's a platform that was used to create this sub-product. SailGene, it's our sub-product that I just briefly mentioned. It's for dropshippers and e-commerce clients. So they can create their channel in Telegram. And by the way, at this moment, we are working on WhatsApp, Viber, and several other messengers, which are quite popular in Vietnam and Malaysia, Indonesia, etc. So it was built on Platma. Platma technological stack, it's Node.js, Node.red, Metarkia, basically everything which is related to JavaScript language. Because all these technologies are open source and there is no lack of the developers. So why we are attractive to big IT integrators? Because we do not have vendor lock. They, in terms of the technology and in terms of the developers that they can use to work with our Platma. So just to clarify, Platma has several layers. So big IT integrators can use first layer, it's a low code. So they can create without any limits, any kind of software. The second layer is for business analysts. They do not have to write even one line of the code, but they have to understand the flow, how to build the architecture and so on. And the third line, the most disruptive, it's for ordinary person. You can start to chat with our platform and the platform will translate it into imperative way, from declarative to imperative. And then we will ask additional questions and launch the solution like a developer. So our platform, it's kind of a business analyst who started to communicate with you to understand what you would like to have. But you can start from, I just want to sell goods, and that's all. And the system will ask, okay, what kind of goods? What platform do you prefer? What is your market? And so on. Because in this market, Telegram is more popular than, for example, WhatsApp or other messengers. So the system will understand all this.
Thank you.
Actually, it's already understand.
Alicia, do you want to put your question? Because I saw you have.
If I may, my question would be if you know how much a customer can save on salary costs for IT specialists thanks to your solution.
I didn't hear the whole question, but I think I understand. So our solution for small and medium customer, it's from 25 USD per month up to 100. It depends on the quantity of the users, internal users. For if you are one user of the Platma, you will pay 25. If you have up to 5 users, you will pay 100 per month, and that's all. You don't have to have any subcontractor, freelancer, IT department, and IT professional, because the salaries are much more higher than 25 USD per month. Yeah. So this is the idea, and it's not the main cornerstone of the reason to start to use Platma. The main is that you don't have to explain to someone. You can do it by your own, in any time, just in the night, during the weekend. You are not hostage of the subcontractor. You are not hostage of the freelancer. You don't have to communicate, to talk regarding the scope of work and so on. This system, it is your freelancer, business analyst, 24/7. So the pattern is quite similar that was implemented 50 years ago in PC, when before the PC and operation system was created, there were computer departments with the persons who can understand hardware, software stuff. And if you'd like to calculate something with computer, you have to create scope of work, bring it to them, then wait for a couple of weeks, receive the result, and a couple iterations of this result. And after that, personal computer appeared, and now we do not have to have this middleman. We can use Word, we can use Excel and other solution declaratively without understand how it works. So the idea is to do the same with software development. You don't have to have this middleman between you and your customer. So that's the idea.
Okay, thank you.
I guess we can move to our next project, and I'm happy to welcome Revisor Startup.
One moment. Hi, everyone. I hope you can see my screen. Yes?
Yeah, it's all set. Please start.
Hi everyone, my name is Sergey. I'm CEO and founder of Revisor company. Companies lose 45% of their customers within the first 100 days of acquiring them, and 57% of all customer complaints are due to service issues, which could easily be solved if they were known. But 99% of all customers' feedback is never heard. That's why we created Revisor, comprehensive feedback and NPS service that helps business to reveal customer pain points, improve their relationships, and evolve brand reputation. How it works. Our time case solution gives business ability to collect feedback directly from all communication channels in one omnichannel system. But getting feedback means nothing unless you have tools to do something about it. That's why our platform offers a user-friendly processing system with AI assistant, with auto responses and you can improve your service by providing metrics and benchmarking from our system. This is 79 billion euro market, and only in Europe there are 26 million small and medium businesses who need our help, and we can help them do better. Let me give you an example. This is well-known Ukrainian retail footwear company with over 200 locations. And they were looking to provide a better customer experience and promote greater customer retention. And Revisor helps them receive almost 60,000 reviews, processed more than 4,500 complaints. Yes, it's about here, it's a little bit more now. And in the end, Revisor decreased their customer churn rate by 20% and increased their MRR by over 47%. And we have the same cases in other industries. Our business model is very simple. We provide packages for small and medium businesses. And why our competitors fall behind? Because none of them have three our competitive advantages. First of all, it's omnichannel. The second and very important point is feedback-friendly processing system. As a third point, it's benchmarking. You can compare your measurements with industry or in your company. We have not only signed contracts in Ukraine and Europe, we also have a lot of live pilots and potential contracts under negotiations. Since our launch, we have a lot of achievements and we have X17 growth. And we have done it until the war and pandemic. We are, if nothing else, resilient. Our team have huge experience in IT marketing and sales. Now we are raising 1 million on seed stage, and our expectations from Summit, we are looking for investors, partners, and potential customers. Here are our visualizations. Let's improve service all over the world by Ukrainian products. Thank you.
Thank you. Dear jury members, your questions?
Yes, thank you for the presentation, Serhii. I have a question about the report, the final report, which is generated based on your system. First question is, who in the company are you targeting with that report? So who reads that report, the final, which gets out from the system? And the second question, how do you approach potential customers, taking into account your answer to the first question?
Great. I like questions about our customers. That's why I want to introduce my colleague. He is our Chief of Business Development Officer and Sales Manager. About customers, our ICP profile, and how you approach.
Hi everyone. Yes, we have ICP profiles for the clients. Basically, it's about small and medium business, first of all. Secondly, it's about hospitality sphere. Because it's important for us and it's important for them. All company who has franchise and all of the stuff, so we can work with this. But like Sergey says, we really have cases with different industries. We have big good cases in logistics and so on and so on. About acquisition and so on, we're going through lead generation with LinkedIn. We have some mail sending. It's always we have like several direct sales deals and something like this. And we like to build and go through some I don't know, service events or something like this. It's good for the PR of our company, and it's good for the lead generation too.
Yes. For example, when we visited Viva Technology Summit, we already connect through big enterprises. One is a very famous band, and one is Leroy Merlin, if you know, is French. So we already connect them after visiting Viva Technology Summit.
Thank you.
What does it mean connect? You signed MOU, or what's the result of, if you can tell us?
They are already launched. We have signed documents. We are working actually. We are preparing for them all data sheets. We are preparing for them actually standardization. It's working client. It's live working client now.
So we now we can say that Leroy Merlin and Metro they improving their service via Ukrainian product Revisor.
For 1 million scaling, you asked for 1 million investment. Have you are planning to doing your scaling, and what countries, if your markets, or what partners, whatever you haven't had?
Yes, in Ukraine, I think we well-known company, have some good reputation. We already cooperate with government structure, Ukrainian Railway Company, for example, Ukrainian Post Company, and others. And now we are building the same reputation in Europe. For example, we already started in Poland, we incorporated in Poland, and we say that Ukrainian product is not secret. And we plan to spend this investment on building reputation, on marketing, and we plan to build the first service assistant we have some roadmap that can help you to solve any customer issues in a short time. For example, if you have, I don't know, a restaurant and your administrator receive any complaints from your guests, our system propose how you can solve this problem immediately when your guest now in your restaurant. Thank you.
Thank you a lot for your presentation. I think we can move to our next startup. Now I'm happy to announce the ESM1 startup.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. ESM1 is unlocking creator economy monetization with performance-driven ads and analytics. There were no performance-driven advertising analytics before. The problem repeats over time. Google Analytics did it for website banners, Facebook ads for social media. Now we do it for the booming creator economy. The solution is an innovative tech mix harnessing profitable analytic products into SaaS platform. This streamlines analytics tracking, ad placement, custom fit for any task topic or platform. We leverage big data, AI, computer vision, semantics, a little bit of everything. The founders are seasoned IT entrepreneurs with successful exits and years committed to this mission. The team has 50+ specialists. Most of them are based in Ukraine. Clients already include Microsoft, Red Bull, Amazon, Tencent, a lot of good names. We're going towards more than 2 million in revenue this year, doubling year over year. Our data is used and mentioned by top media like Verge, BBC, New York Times, Washington Post, a little bit of everything again. But it all is just a start for a proper leap forward. And we're building up for a market that is huge with 250 billion potential, and it relies on us to build it bigger. ESM1's goal is a 20 billion share from social media and streaming ads market. The video ad market is driving rapid growth with live content 4 times higher CAGR than traditional media. We also like events, we like presenting, we know how to captivate, and we want to present ourselves at Startup Nights as the growth stage Ukrainian startup. We hope to gather up new clients, investors, governmental connections, maybe universities and others. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for your presentation. Dear jury members, your questions? Mikhailo?
Ivan, thank you for the presentation. I have one question. Imagine that I'm a content creator So can you tell me in 5 sentences what are the problems I am facing and how your solution helps me in tackling them and increasing my ultimate goal, so my viewership base?
For content creators, currently we already we provide already a lot of services. They actually pay us money to gather up their analytical data and finally have something to present towards their sponsors or ad companies or campaigns. We analyze whether the campaign was put and so on. So actually most of the problem is the content creators themselves. They sometimes forget, they underdo, they don't deliver, blah, 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 a lot of stuff. So we do automated placement technology for you as a content creator. So the ads will show up automatically and they will also be reported back to the campaign manager for you. So it provides you a lot of monetization things. And actually we're currently we're getting money from streamers and content creators. So they will have the data, but later on we're going to be placing the ads themselves. So we will be paying them, and we're already paying some of them.
Okay, and the second question, which has emerged while you were answering the first one, what is the largest problem for your business you see in Europe already evolving and will be in 5 years?
We probably explaining is one of the reasons most of the brands are yet not very much ready to start working with the influencers, since it's very human heavy advertising. We aim to create a brand safe, technological, and also well explained environment on how brands can work with streamers and how streamers should work with brands. That's a little bit of both. So not technology, we're geeks, we have a lot of technology for that, but we found out in years of our work that it requires a lot of explanation, like I've said. So this is the main issue.
Thank you.
But also an opportunity, obviously, right? So by explaining, we kind of make the growth in humankind slightly smarter.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ivan.
I agree on that point. My question is about legislation and your offices. You're based not only in Ukraine, as I might guess, right? And because you have so many customers abroad, how you manage this legally?
Yeah, we're mostly an American company, so most of the clients have contracts signed with American company, and the Ukrainian office is a direct contractor to that. But we're presented, yeah, mostly UK, US, Ukraine, starting to look forward towards Poland. We work a lot with Asia. We had an office in China before COVID, but it's closed now.
Thank you, Ivan, for your presentation. And
thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm happy to welcome the Aspici startup.
Stop it. Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I'm Victor, CEO and co-founder of Aspici.
I'm Max, also co-founder and CTO in Aspici.
So quickly at a glance about the company, it is based on previous successful experience, and company we were building, Apastera, was acquired by the Harman. That was a ground base to start an Aspici. Company is incorporated in Delaware. We are working on the know-how. There are a lot of PPAs already submitted. We have received investment from the SMRK VC. At the moment, we are a middle-sized company, 20 employees, 50-50 full and part-time, with presence in the United States, Europe, and Ukraine. We do have already traction, and I'm emphasized on it from the very beginning. We are supporting 10+ clinics in Ukraine and serving 30 patients per day. So what we are talking about? We are talking about one of the biggest problems of modern society, that is psychological disorders and trauma. Basically, according to the publicly available data, it costs global economy more than $1 trillion each year. And it is about stigma, lack of personnel, and expensive services and psychological trauma treatment. So definitely our project has a very important role in Ukraine. So because of the war, we are anticipating that 15 million people will be starving from the psychological disorders, including 1 million veterans in 1 or 2 years. But at the same time, this problem, not caused by the war, but having in general as a fact, has significant importance in USA, Canada, and Europe. So it's not in general as a solution to provide for remote hotline support or well-being app. There has to be a solid therapist assistant which allows scaling, and mental health trainer for long-term effect. We are building our virtual assistant based on the spatial reality delivery from the first point view camera to virtual reality helmet. And realistic VR is actually a prodigy for psychological problem solutions and gives immersion interactivity. It allows to scale and capacity. It works. So mentioned above, it's a huge, huge market. And we do believe that with technology foundation, we can address our serviceable obtainable market is around 6 billion in cumulatively in the United States, Canada, and Europe. It works in 2 ways. So there is a first step is immersion into middle life experience. So person can be moved to a safe location and work with their mental health. And the second one, there is a possibility for the therapist to supervise person when he's applying practices beside the cabinet. It is based on the we are using evidence-based approach. There are several protocols which are already known and verified, and we are moving these protocols and practices into the virtual reality helmet. We already do have quite outstanding results, decreasing the depression, anxiety, and increasing overall better feeling. So it is a subscription based. So basically our subscription, our session in virtual reality helmet will price less than $2 per session. And we are applying this as an assistant to therapy. So it will be B2B. And now in Ukraine, we are using as B2G model. Having outstanding possibility.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the time is up, and unfortunately we have to move to the Q&A session part. So Mikhailo, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to somewhat shift the focus because I think that the pitch I got in the documents was somewhat different than that one, the version of it. So can you tell me more about, I see this rehabilitation approach, this is perfectly fine with me, but this is the B2G history, let's say, more B2G than B2B, B2C. How do you see other business models for your solution? How do you see them work? And do you have any pilot deployment of your solution?
So at the moment, yes, it's working as a B2G model. We are working with the clinics who are financed by the state. It gives us a possibility to verify all our hypotheses and access to research base. At the same moment, we already started to receive a feedback from early adopters in UK, United States, and Canada, and they're initially positive. So then our next step from the next year, we are going to enter those markets and offer our application as assistant to the therapists and clinic doctors. And later on, globally, after the verification and developing the full stack of the mental health exercises and as well tests and diagnostic tools, we can enter B2C application, B2C market globally.
Okay, and in terms of different business lines, according to this pitch, you are focusing only on therapeutics. What about, for example, factory worker trainings, etc., that were mentioned in your previous pitches?
Absolutely. So the techniques we are, the psychological background we are using is built on the, so we are starting from the basis and moving to the psychoeducation. So it can be applied absolutely to everybody, and it can be used as internal tool of HR department in any corporation.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have any other questions? Everything is clear, so we can move to the next project, and I'm glad to welcome the Same Key startup.
Hello, just 1 second, please. Hello, my name is Max. I'm co-founder of SameK. SameK is all-in-one solution project that involves the development and supply of cloud-based access control system that help organization manage security of their offices and other facilities. Today, cloud access control market is $41 billion. SameK consists of two main parts. First, it's SameK devices, SameK card control, SameK finger control with fingerprint chips, SameK face control with face recognition camera based on AI chip, and SameK Air Exit. All of these devices support internet connection via Wi-Fi or Ethernet, Bluetooth, NFC, Apple Pay, Google Pay, banking card, and other cards. Modern design and open API and SDK for integration. Second, it's SameK Cloud Web Panel. It's a control panel when you can manage, analyze, and export all your doors, employees, and data anywhere from the world without additional hubs, software, or VPN. You only need a laptop or mobile phone. Also, we have a free mobile application where you can open the door remotely. SameK has several advantages compared to the competitors in the market. First is future-proof technology, then high available, reliable, and access to the system from any place and device. Impeccable user experience. SameK has a user-friendly interface and management tools that allows users to easily create and manage case, electronic logs, and access permissions. High security, SameK provides a high level of security and protection. Scalable access control. SameK can easily scale it to meet the needs of larger companies, no additional hubs, computers, cables, etc. Everything works automatically. Flexibility. You can configure the system for different key types, access levels, time limits, and set up different alerts and notification. Who needs SameK? Offices, business centers, retailers, enterprises, school and kindergarten, hospitals and clinics, production facility, and others. Also, we have distributors and clients in Ukraine and UAE. Today, we are working with major security distribution in Ukraine. For example, Bezpeka Shop, Viatech, Secure, and others. Why do we want to participate in this conference? First is explanation of market opportunity, then increase trust in the brand, then opportunity to learn and engage expert opinion, networking, and presentation of new our features and innovation. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. Dear jury members, your questions?
I give my time to Michael.
Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. I have two questions. Question number one is, I mean, it's all cloud-based. So what if the internet connection is down? Can I still access everything? And then the second one is, I'm not sure, I didn't really get it. So what is the current issue right now in the market that you're solving? Because I mean, there's plenty of those systems out there. I see it in our office in Switzerland. We're currently implementing one of the systems. I guess there were like 10 different systems to choose from. I wasn't involved, but my question is, second question would be, what is the biggest issue on the current products in the current market, and how do you solve it? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the questions. The first one was the biggest issue. It's interface, and you can integrate this system in other bigger system like Microsoft Azure or something like that. And we develop into our system another mini system for small and medium offices. For example, work attendance. You don't need to buy another program to search how your worker works, how when your worker come to the work, how many works, and how many work get salary in the end of the month. That's first. And the first part of question, I don't understand that well.
Internet connection. If I don't have any internet connection, can I access?
Yeah, sure, because all the case on devices, and if internet connection was loose, everything will be work perfectly, but you can open via mobile application. But cards or telephone using NFC works correctly and good.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Mike, the question from your side.
The question, the question is how are you different to all the other Chinese companies? Because I have very similar systems already. Well, I had them installed in Kiev office, and I didn't get what's the major difference between you and them. Thank you.
Because we are very scalable, because Chinese system can't be, when you buy a Chinese system, you need computer servers and hubs to give this system work correctly in your office. With our system, you no need another devices, only SMK. You buy SMK, connect to Wi-Fi or the net, and everything work correctly, and you can administrate your system whatever you in the world, whatever place in the world.
So basically, if I hack your system, I get access to absolutely every single facility in the world that uses your system.
No, because we have a high level of security, and we can't view our clients' information. It's all encrypted in our system. That's and we have face control and face recognition, face control and finger control devices, and all personal data and decryption. And for us, it's like a very long stroke of code, string of code.
Thanks a lot. We are very grateful for your presentation, but we have to move to our next startup. And our next participant is the startup VRNet.io. Please welcome.
Hello, everyone. Do you hear me?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah. So, hello, my name is Artem. I'm CEO at VRNet.io startup. We provide AI and virtual reality powered sales tools for real estate. On the real estate market, there are digitalization trends that aims to reduce costs and increase sales, ticket sizes. On the other hand, there are digital human trend that is already 11 billion in 2021, and cover is more than 30%, so it really grows fast, really rapidly. And on the other hand, we have new home sales problems. There are nothing to show at the beginning of sales of new homes, and visualizations are costly. We have a global crisis with sales of new homes. In most European countries, sales are going down. And also they use old-style sales with paper presentations, with a lot of car travels that provides CO2 and costs. VRNet aim to solve these issues. We provide automated visualization creation process that reduce costs. We have a universal platform. Our clients can show real estate on any platform, mobile, web, or virtual reality, augmented reality, and we provide AI agent that sells property automatically right away. We got pretty nice growth and traction before the war, but because most of our clients from Ukraine, we now have a war-related crisis, and we need to bridge around to overcome that and to enter European market. How it works. Client provide us with the floor plan images and we provide visualizations of a property 3D model and AI agent that automatically starts to sell it. Our solution compared to competition is more fast, more automated, cost efficient, and also empowered with AI. Our business model is a SaaS with packages based on a client size. Our niche on the market is $1.5 billion. Our vision not ends on real estate. We want to cover in future different verticals, for example, furniture and cars. In our team, we have experienced people in all fields that knows what to do. And what we need from startup nights, we need media attention and especially new customers from real estate in Europe, and of course, bridge round of 200K to overcome issue. This is example of our stand in InfoShare. Thank you for Poland for grant, and Web Summit stand, and also from the recent Ukrainian conference. So we can see we have visualizations. We will have multiple virtuality glasses so people can see what we do, and so on. Using 200K bridge, we want to restore up to 30K MRR, get 10 big real estate clients in next year, and then raise seed round of 1 million. Thank you for your attention. It was Artem from Winterthur Startup. I will happy to answer.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. Dear jury members, the floor is yours. Mikhailo?
Thank you, Artem, for the presentation. I have two questions. First question is about the scale of your revenue decrease. So you have mentioned that in 2021 you had 400K, and now you have 100K. Why did you lose that revenue? So can you just briefly tell us?
If you know, there are a lot of rockets landing in Ukraine and destroying real estate projects. So most of your real estate companies in Ukraine became bankruptcy and stopped to pay us for our services. For example, the biggest real estate website in UA was our client, and all actually real estate on their platform was visualized in a basic version with our solution. And so they have really huge troubles now still.
Okay, so this is not the attrition as is, it's just that customers cannot service their business models. Okay.
Yeah,
the second question is about your expectation from the conference. So you have mentioned that you need to have 10 real estate developers. You want to approach them. How that combines with your goal to be in advertising market. So you have mentioned that you are also entering into digital house advertising market. So how it's correlated?
Yeah, so how we help real estate? We provide them, for example, visualizations to their websites. And now their websites are the only things how they use it to place phones so the client can call them. Now we will provide additional tool. Their website will provide full tour of a real estate property with AI sales agent. So their marketing that spend budget to generate traffic for website will get much more value from website using our solution. It is so we improve the advertisement of real estate with our technologies.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks a lot. Question regarding your competition. Maybe you could go quickly back to the slide of the competition. You say that you're faster than competitors.
Yeah.
Like what exactly in creation of the model? Let's say I'm a real estate agency. I start today evening. I upload the pictures. What can I expect? How fast is it? And is it significantly faster than your competition?
Yeah, it's significantly faster. Actually, we produced 100K floor like apartments per month. 100K. I mean, we done Ukraine in half in a year, whole country in our visualizations. We can do really fast. We have additional services for enterprises when there are dedicated our partners like designers that can work with a client and create something special. But we also have that fast solution for everyone with predefined designs. And not only of creation process, we faster also with the delivery. Unreal level visualizations, it is like a games with a gigabytes of size. You cannot place it on the website. It needs specific device, it loads really slow. Our models loads in 2 seconds, and it works even on mobile devices. 60% for our clients is mobile, and we got already more than 30 million views. So we created our own 3D engine to make it fast. 3D models works fast with our own 3D engine. It is our intellectual property.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. I think we can move to our next startup.
If I may ask, sorry, very quickly.
Yeah, sure.
You mentioned 1 million, I hope billion, but 1 million for next round. How you will do your scale up? Do you have ideas?
So let me show our team. We have in our team as a chief revenue officer, a person located in the United Kingdom, and he works for us for free now because we don't have enough money to pay for him. He is really passionate about our startup. He did already exit from his own startup. So Peter can help us grow really well. Because of that, we need that bridge round to, for example, pay for him and his team which he will gather a salary. And when team will be established and we will be ready to scale fast, then we need a seed round. Seed round is to scale. Now we need a bridge round to overcome issues.
Thanks a lot. We are grateful for your presentation. And now please welcome S Lab Startup.
Thank you.
One sec. Hi, everyone. My name is Julia, and I'm CEO and co-founder of S Lab. Every single unit that was ever produced out of polystyrene still remains somewhere in the landfills, pollutes soil, oceans, and even our bodies. There is actually good news. In just 7 years, all the packaging has to be recyclable or reusable. This means that we need to eliminate 15 billion kilograms of polystyrene from the packaging industry that is produced every year. Corporations and SMBs are already under the pressure of sustainability regulations and customers' choice, where eco-friendly packaging is a must. That's why we created S Lab and introduced a truly green packaging solution that consists of only 2 plant-based components. One is agricultural waste. The other one is mycelium. Mycelium is a network of mushroom roots, and we use its binding power to create a strong and reliable material. S Lab packaging has the same features as polystyrene, but after the usage, it will fully decompose in just 30 days. So it is a natural replacement of polystyrene that can be applied in several industries, like cushioning for beauty and self-care, lodgements for electronics and devices, packaging for fashion and decor, and even thermal insulating boxes for food and pharmaceutics. So our customers can say goodbye to polystyrene and embrace the power of a truly green packaging. And speaking of customers, we already have clients who rely on us for their monthly packaging needs. Moreover, we are working on the pilot projects with such big companies as L'Oreal, Samsung, Sony, Hewlett-Packard, LVMH, and others. And with L'Oreal, we already delivered them the packaging and now working on the contract to become their supplier. We have just closed our pre-seed round that was €500,000 and went through the acceleration program with Techstars. We're building our own automated production line using our unique innovative technology that will allow us to produce on the industrial scale. And for this production line, once we launch it, we already have pre-orders from our future customers for €50,000 per month. And to have even more exposure, we have unlocked scalability with a simple solution where we optimize production line to fit into the 40-foot container that will serve as a mini factory. And then this mini factory will be deployed at the customer's premises. And that's where packaging will be produced. This way we go global by creating a network of the mini factories around the world. And there are 2 streams of revenue. One from selling our own packaging, and second from the monthly service fees from the mini factories around the world. The sustainable packaging market is the most rapidly growing segment. And by providing biodegradable polystyrene, we are going to capture €1 billion of the market share within the next 5 years. Just imagine an impact. Every time you buy your favorite cosmetics or TV set that is packed into S Lab material, We make landfills free from polystyrene, reduce CO2 emissions, and save the water. Our team consists of the leaders in biotechnology, hardware engineering, sustainability, packaging, marketing. We do not want to do anything else but build the future of the packaging industry. And Startup Nights are the hub for innovations and sustainability, where we can meet all the stakeholders that we want to interact with, like investors, customers, government, and of course, Switzerland has the strong government support for the circular economy, and there are lots of consumers who can benefit from using our sustainable packaging solution. And we are going to present our packaging, of course, because this is the perfect opportunity to interact with the potential customers and raise awareness. Thank you very much. I'm Julia from ASLab.
Thanks a lot, dear jury members. Please, your questions, Mikhailo.
Yeah, Julia, thank you for the presentation. I have a question on the funding. So, how many? Did I understand correctly that you have raised already $500,000 and that's it? So, you did not raise any additional venture money by now, and you already have a manufacturing facility coming in, and you already have a developed R&D plan for mini laboratory. So how did you do that in $500,000 per se?
Actually, we just closed our pre-seed round, so like it's a very fresh news, just a couple of weeks. And with that $500,000, we are setting up the production line and doing the MVP of the containers. So the actual scaling with the mass production of the containers of the mini factories, it's for the next round. That will be the seed round in 1 year. So currently, the goal is to build finish the production line for the industrial scale and do the MVP of the container.
And a follow-on question: where is the production line located, or will be located, and where will you manufacture your MVP of this small production facility movable?
So we have production lines in both in Ukraine and in Spain, and we are doing it in parallel, the same technology, the same, but in different places. And for the mini factory, so the first MVP, we are going to work with our partner in Estonia, who will produce the mini container in Estonia, and then we will be able to showcase it. But then in the future, we are going to make the mass production of the mini factories of those containers in Ukraine.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Do we have any other questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Our next startup is Zion. So please welcome Zion.
Hey everyone, can you hear and see me and my slides?
Yeah, everything's fine. You can start.
Okay, very cool. Go. Hi everyone, pleasure being with you. I'm Dima, CEO and founder of Zion, the business metaverse to disrupt virtual and hybrid events. Even though the traditional video conferencing tools are the first association with events, they still have issues with engagement and with bringing value to event sponsors. On the other hand, there are immersive 3D worlds, which are fun and engaging, but have issues with business use cases. That's why Zion combines the best sides of these two opposite worlds. Let's take a look. So you have a variety of environments where people meet each other, socialize, and network. You have public stages for speakers to give talks in front of the audience. Those spaces could move differently, but the experience remains very similar. And you have a variety of classrooms and other facilities for workshops and other educational content. There is more, but I hope this gives you a glimpse of what the product is. With state-of-the-art technology and environments, we enable end users to interact with one another, with event content, and with sponsored content. We enable admins to manage their venues, tickets, chats, agenda content, and partners. And there are more tools for gamification, GPT-based helpers, and e-shops. With those technologies in place, Zion stands out of the competition, once again by combining the best sides of two opposite worlds. The market we operate in, all virtual events, grows 25% annually, and we are targeting specifically large-scale tech exhibitions and summits, and capturing 1% of that will give us 240 million revenue in 5 years. To make it happen, we will need over 4,000 active subscriptions, which should require over 2 million touch points. We will generate them through outbound affiliate partnerships, participating in conferences like Startup Nights, and hosting our own conferences. By this date, we have generated 25,000 revenue on pilots. We have 5 paying customers. We have 1,000 app installs and 12 letters of intent. On top of that, we have 43 companies in the pipeline, and we are mentioned on global and local tech media. The international and diverse team behind the product consists of hustlers, hackers, and hipsters. We've done businesses before. We know how to design, develop, and promote metaverses. And finally, at Startup Nights, we are looking to get engaged with customers, investors, and journalists. We will bring demo laptop, marketing banner, and some swag. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. Mihailo, your question?
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Let's model the situation in which I'm a potentially interested investor in your solution, and I will tell you the following. This week, Goldman Sachs has told its employees that they will be back in the office 5 times a week. So this is the first data point. The second data point is that Metaverse, as in the version of the company Meta, is not working. The developers are outing of this solution. So it's essentially the background of the market is really bleak. Why should I invest in your company?
Okay, so the first part of your question about people going back to offices. We are not targeting virtual offices. So the tool works for conferences, exhibitions, and summits, which were happening before pandemics and are happening still. And if you and all these products like Hopin, Hobilo, and others, they are in the market and there is market for it. So
then I will add that Hopin has become bankrupt. So what will deter you from being bankrupt in 1 year? Like Hopin from the billion-dollar company to zero.
Yes, Hopin has grown too fast and too rapidly, and most probably what happened is the traditional bump and dump strategy. If we look at other tools in the market, they are still alive, they do business, and everything goes well. Just Hopin was too quick, too fast, too noisy. And something similar I would say about your second part of the question with Facebook's Meta. So the problem with them was that they actually didn't know what they were trying to build and what their marketing content they were showing. Parties, events, gamification, and like everything all at once. But nobody could understand where to apply this and how to use it. That's one side. The second side, they limited their world to Oculus devices only, which means very low accessibility because firstly, people do not have VR glasses. People do not have Oculus glasses. And the third problem, any person can stand not more than 1 hour in VR glasses. That's why Xeon works on all devices, specifically on laptops, because when we are talking about corporate users, most probably they do not have VR glasses, but they do have laptops. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to welcome the Czech startup.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Please share your screen.
Yep. Do you see it?
Yeah, but could you share your screen fully, please? Okay, that's all great. You can start.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Kilgan Chiruk. I'm CEO and founder of Czech-Eye. More than 90% of premature deaths and 85% of healthcare budget in European Union are related to the chronic disease and their complication. And Czech-Eye building a patient-centric AI AI-driven cloud solution for mass screening to combat that. We have a very complementary team. Me have 20 years experience in IT, cybersecurity, and digital product development. Andrei Karol, who is our medical director, have more than 20 years experience in medical retina and one of the top ophthalmologists around the world, and guys with complementary skill in different areas. So the main global challenges in healthcare is that the population is become aging, but chronic disease become younger. More than 50% of people in the European Union who was in touch with healthcare system in their country said that healthcare is overstretched and they faced a lack of medical staff. And all of us human, and we are going to the doctors only when symptoms become worse and significant. So how it's worked with Check.ai? We provide a cloud solution for mass screening for chronic disease. Our MVP focused on diabetic retinopathy, and we are focusing on the 10 most common chronic disease for the next 5 years. We choose diabetic retinopathy for our MVP because its huge social effect. Diabetes is pandemic of the 21st century, and more than 30% of people with diabetes are developing retinopathy, which is leading cause of blindness in the working age due to the WHO. So how it's work? People are coming to the screening point, take iFundus photo and upload to the cloud, and in 30 seconds get a result. So we don't need any special facilities, no doctors involved in the screening process. It's just nurse or junior medical staff, and it's very quick and accessible. For now, we have established screening in 4 regions in Ukraine. We screen up to date more than 1,000 people with more than 93% of sensitivity. Our business model based on subscription base. We charge $2 per person with diabetes in a region, but we're not limited to screening only with the people with diabetes. So we have different competitors on the market, but only we focus it on the mass screening, and we are focusing on the as much disease as we can discover from the one single photo. What we want from the startup nights, we want warm contact in medical industry, advisory and integration in the European healthcare system, and partnership for further R&D and early stage funding. Our stand will be looking like a screening point, and everyone on the exhibition can do a screening with our technology. I'm ready to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. Do we have any questions? Mike, you're welcome.
So what's the status right now? Can we already go and test it?
Yeah, for sure. You can go in Vinnytsia and in Uzhhorod. For now, we have established it to ongoing project. And in Chernivtsi and Odessa and Kiev, we provided a screening from time to time with different facilities.
And you use the device which is showed on the previous slides, right? From Zeiss.
We use this particular device because it's a photo from launch in Zakarpattia, but we are vendor agnostic, so we are using any non-mediatic fundus camera, which is standard equipment for the ophthalmologist. So we don't vendor locked, so we can use any device from any vendor.
Okay, thank you. And final question: who is your customer? Who is paying your money, basically?
The main our customers is pharmaceutical companies and regional authorities, because we bring the most value for them. For the pharmaceutical companies, we can expand market size, and they are interested on it. For regional government, we can decrease costs for the for healthcare budget and prevent people with disabilities in the region.
Thanks a lot. Looks like everything's clear, so we can move to our next participant, and I'm glad to welcome Advertise Startup.
Oh, Advertise, right. So, hi everybody, and it's known pain. Most ads we see while video stream are frustrating. Simply not for you, not for me, not for anyone. but advertisers pay for each of those and don't know it. Here is a case. Advertise, we trailblaze the performance-driven advertising market for streamers and influencers. Okay, so online money making is big on ads and big on problems. We like ads that work and pay for performance, but there is no such option in content creators market. Advertisers choose influencers, streamer for ad placement based on good old you have my word, which costs nothing. Yeah, it's not data. This slows down streaming success. Even as streaming gets popular, at time get pricier. There is no clear system, topic sorting, or trust either to a creator or to an advertiser so far. This means missed chances and lost ad time. We already provide a solution in closed beta, tools for performance-driven advertising and connect advertisers with the right streamers. Our platform offers analytics, performance-driven approach, and streamer rating to ensure brand safety on platforms like TikTok and Twitch. We know what to show, when, and how to maximize returns on market investment. Streamers earn and multiply both 1,000 times. We are a standalone money-making seed startup, backed by a proprietary heritage app, a deep tech, big data, AI, existing market awareness, and experience of seasoned IT founders with multiple successful exits. We currently manage the marketing budget of selected global brands, notified ones, and polish the solution to make it open beta. We currently manage this very high streaming market, so it's $1 trillion worth. We have the focus on not TV, but streaming, and the CAGR is blowing high. So our goal is to get 135 billion from this service obtainable market from a total video embedded ads. So it's a huge market, but we are focused particularly on streaming and like influencer marketing. So traction to date, it's 50K MRR for direct sales, while we have 5 times less cost for a burn rate. Unique solution on the market because of proprietary big data and stuff like that, yeah. So we have competitors, but our data lake is simply Supremas, yeah, Supremas their solution. And we validated the market with 4,000 ads professionals reply. So yeah, it's a notified brand also validated this hypothesis. So why advertise at Startup Nights? First is the pitching competition before investors. They are interested in us same way as we are interested in them. 8,000 visitors will witness the strengths, bravery, and demand for Ukrainian tech. Heavyweight speakers from whom we actually seek a feedback and a support in wording and style. And we already know how to captivate, how to make it impressive as Ukrainians do it. So I'm clearly asking you to accept us to Ukrainian delegation for me to prove my words here. And thank you, and let's wow advertise whole live content together. It was Lex BD from Advertise. Ready for your questions.
Thank you a lot for your presentation. Dear jury members, do we have any questions?
Are you seeking for
Alicia? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Uliana, you're welcome.
My short question, are you seeking for investments? And
Absolutely. Absolutely. The amount is 2 million. That's to develop AI and automation. So far, its solution is super tailored. So it's closed beta because it's not fully automated. We want to make it automated. Marketing because, yeah, we have trusted clients and we have actually the very well notified position in media, stuff like that, but it's a separate, different product. So it's a standalone stuff. Sales and media. So that's it, 2 million.
Thanks a lot. Alicia, you're welcome.
Thank you.
My question would be, how exactly do you work together with ESM1?
Yeah, I love you asked that question because, you know, it's poised to be misunderstood. So ESM1 is holding. Advertise, stream charts, esport charts is businesses. Basically what makes the vision of ESM to become true. So ESM is creators economy, Advertise is performance-driven marketing. Other businesses are, well, you know, they're like analytics. So like Google first created analytics, then ads. Next, you have a Google. So we have same founders, we have their big data, proprietary stuff, yeah, but we are completely standalone business.
Because you have 2 different target groups, but
yeah. So that's the second question because of target groups. So just imagine you go straight road and then you see more clear paths for you. So we are going streaming and it's well-known market for us, streaming in influencers. We go well-known road, but then we see a perspective to go to creators economy. And that exact day, Advertise becomes simply a product and ESMs becomes a whole holding. So it goes to, you know, Advertise does its stuff, but ESM gets the benefit of having advertised like in a partner company. This is how it works. That's why we are targeted to different markets, absolutely. That's a validation of a future breakthrough, which can be like a TV revolution, you know? The market is huge, people like online, but the ads are prepaid. So budget draining, you know, streamers don't know how to stream it properly, actually. So, and advertise will pilot all these procedures then to make it the whole creators economy, not only streaming. Yeah. Oh, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay.
If everything's clear, we can.
I just want one question,
yeah, sure.
one more question, a quick one. So let's be blunt. If I want to invest my $2 million, should I invest in your company, advertise, or in ESM?
Oh, okay. ESM doesn't need 2 million. ESM needs 200,000 million, you know, because creators economy is something bigger than streaming and advertising. It's about technology. The technology to make breakthrough for streaming and influencers is ready, but for creators economy, it's need first to pass this step. So ESM is big father. It has its money-making business, and it has a vision. Advertise is a part of a vision. So ESM to succeed, it needs advertise succeed first.
Okay, the follow-on question. If I would like to invest $2 million in your company, would you be able to function independently from ESM on commercial terms without losing any of your edge in terms of technology or data?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, ESM needs us in a point of a vision. So we are part of a vision of ESM, yeah? But we are completely standalone startup. We have same founders, yeah? That's a beneficial having this. So we goes through streaming and influencer. ESM goes to creators economy. No, you won't break any rules of proprietary stuff with this data.
Okay, thank you.
And if you want to invest 2 million, I will be happy to take it right away.
Okay, and now our last but not least startup, Meltwater Club. Please welcome.
All right. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Perfect. Can you see me right now, the presentation?
Not yet. Everything's set.
All set. All right. Hello, everyone. Did you drink water today? Seems like a simple question to ask, but to have one glass of water, a lot may happen you may never heard of. 6 other glasses are gone wasted. To receive 1 liter of drinking water, common water purification systems needs to dump up to 7 liters of input water. And you're paying for it as a housing fees, filling the price? Well, in addition, even when drinking filtered water at home, you're still contributing to a plastic waste. In average, 1 year consumption, each household throwing away up to 10 kilos of plastic by servicing and changing non-recyclable filters and membranes, which is an equivalent of 2,500 plastic bottles. And this earth-killing routine to 500 million households worldwide. And I'm not talking about logistics and manufacture for those consumables. We have just touched the top of an iceberg. Well, talking about icebergs, at Meltwater Club, we share a vision of an evolutionary product to reach every home and family. We have created the technology where nature and innovations work together to provide with a sustainable, maintenance-free water purification device using freezing process, providing thousands and in the future millions of people at a fraction of a price with a variety of features and convenience. So now our customers are both their B2B, B2C, and B2G. Those are households, offices, HoReCa, private healthcare sector, nonprofits, schools, hospitals, and other governmental institutions. Well, started from Ukraine, where we are already live, providing 2,000 people and 900 children in orphanages. We plan to keep on working and expanding our homeland. Featuring great functionality like cold, hot, sparkling, vitamin water, and nice in one, it's first about having a reliable, quality water source with absence of service and consumable fees. So, ladies and gentlemen, no more money, headache, time, or natural resource for non-recyclable filters will be spent. Freezing process is the natural way to remove impurities from water. We have investigated it for you and put it into easy-to-use, beautifully designed appliance. We have already sold 137 appliances from 12 to 1,000 liters per 24 hours. And upon received feedback, we made important modifications that now are implementing on our first serious device, like design and water storage. Since our launch in August 2022, we have more than $485,000 in sales. 80% of them comes from nonprofits. We have been awarded with grants from USAID, GIST, Social Impact Award, and others. And now we are closing our seed round investments with $420,000. And we plan to lock in 2024 $2 million in profit and to cover 5,000 units sold totally. Well, according to our plan, until the end of next year, we will reduce plastic waste for 40,000 kilos, and 5 million liters of water will be saved in just 1 year period. So we are just getting started. These are our great partners, our supporters, grants, and our winnings. So media loves us, that's true. During our expos, we have a lot of interviews to global media managers. On our booth, it's always a magnet to product design, and due to our product design and impactability. So this is one of our latest expos. It was in Hamburg. We gave 5 interviews to German international media, interviewed with the first mayor of Hamburg. And this is probably how our booth is going to look like: the device, laptop, and the great technology behind it. So we have a groundbreaking water purification technology that we would like to share with the world. And Startup Nights is a great opportunity to share our innovation with the world and present Ukrainian startup ecosystem in its best. At Startup Nights, we are looking to find local partners, distributors, media presence, and PR activities. So my name is Andrew. I'm the entrepreneur, scientist, and founder of Meltwater Club. And water is the vital element to life. And like gas engines in cars, changing to electric, water industry needs its transformation. And we are here to make it happen. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. Mikhailo, the question from your side.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I have a quick question. What about the maintenance of your solution? How it looks like in terms of home version and in terms of B2B version you have shown us?
Sure. The maintenance, let's say, in this appliance, this is the home version of our appliance that we're going to produce. It looks simple. You have to pour a liquid inside, and it's a sieve. It's automated. So it's going to, depends on water, input water. We are right now making it adjustable to input water. So you can go to tap water and pour water from tap. You can go to lake. For example, you're moving to your summer cottage and there's a, I don't know, lake, river, or something, right? So, and it's adjustable. So it depending on water quality, input quality water, it's going to self-clean, for example, once or twice a month or something like that.
What is the life cycle of this version?
It's like a refrigerator. I have one installed at my home for as like the first prototype model for 7 years now, and I basically haven't maintained.
What about toxic residues? If the water contains toxic residue, for example, chemical, biochemical, etc.
Yeah, we actually have had one project since 2017 from nuclear plant. They make what they do. They cool down the generators, and we made experiments with that, and actually we can separate those elements from clean water while we are freezing. And it doesn't take much electricity to do it. So we have this project.
Doesn't take much. It's in terms of household usage or in terms of industrial usage?
Oh, in terms of industrial usage. And talking about this ones, this is the what you can see right now. This is the 1,000 liters per 24 hours units, and it's totally like it makes the same maintenance as the home one. It just needs like once. Actually, this one been installed for a year now or something, and they've been maintained 2 times.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mike, your question, please.
Yeah, what's the price of the home unit? And you
It's
already
going to
buy them?
we have we're having three models. One of them, this is a subscription model, so you can buy a subscription for $25 per month and use it, or it starts from $900 and it's one-time sale from $900. And in comparison, for example, to filtration systems, it's like pretty much the same. I mean, a little bit over, but still you're having much more features in that, and so on and so on.
And the second question, I understand that if you take it from the lake, it's probably be mostly organic that you'll be filtering. What about, I don't know, like chemicals?
Yeah, it's easy. UV lamp inside. So you have this ultraviolet lamp. We have this inside, and it like totally kills. We have those experiments. It totally kills like 100%, 99.9% of the input chemicals in it. I mean, the bacteria.
The bacteria, I understand. What do you do with the chlorine, for example, which is in the tap water?
Excuse me. It's easy. I mean, the tap water is the easiest way to clean. It's just the freezing process itself. It separates the water, and we have the technology that is actually freezing only clean water. So it's a kind of process, and we have this output like the wastewater. We still have it like for 1 liter of our water, of melt water, we have 2 liters of input water. So it's like 50% waste. Not like it's not as high as reverse osmosis or something.
Got it. And scalability, where you gonna build this? And
right now we are raising our first seed round investment. I invested myself $250,000 into that as a founder, and like the first money, right? And the beginning of the next year, we're right now in the process of creating a manufacturer here in Ukraine, in Kyiv region actually, and the beginning of next year we're launching here.
Awesome, thank you, good luck.
Thank you.
You told that you are a scientist, so what is your background, if I may ask? And also, do you have some patent?
Yeah, patent. Sure.
Maybe I missed.
Yeah, we do have the patent. We do have a patent for this, and right now, and we are in a process of patenting it. Like, I don't remember how it is named, but for the 30 months, we are going to have this PCT patent. We're in the process of registering PCT patent right now, and I hope it's I don't know, a couple of months or something. What background do I have? Actually, I have bachelor's in Kyiv-Mohyla Academy. I have a master in Kyiv-Mohyla Academy as well. And it's not about my scientific background. It's more of a business background, right? And the scientific is like my team and the scientists that I worked with, they actually, with this project, I'm from the 11th grade, from the high school, and I'm from the very beginning of its restoration, from the very beginning of its birth. I've been into the technology. I've been into the how I say, the Academy of Science, the Junior Academy of Science, and then right now we are working with the Academy of Science, the national one, and I'm like self-taught, let's say, right? It's more of my passion about this, and how this project, it was actually really fun how it created. I met the guy. He said we can purify water like this. I mean, there is a technology, and we have to try it. I say, all right, dude, you need the money. All right, yes, I need the money. Oh, here we are. Let's make something together. Let's do it. And then we had partners in Kuwait. We worked with the Ministry of Water and Electricity from Kuwait, and then we worked with Qatar for the desalination project, and was like I was 17 or 18 something, but that's fun. Maybe sometime later I can tell you the story. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrea. Do we have any other questions? Looks like everything's clear. So dear startups, we are very grateful for your awesome presentations. Now we will have a 10 minutes break for the jury members to evaluate startups and decide which of them will present Ukraine at Startup Nights 2023. See you in 10 minutes.
Well, if I might, Mike, do you receive a Google invite where we will meet all the jury members?
I did not.
No, Михайло і Майк, два Михайла.
Так, два Михайла.
Maybe you can, if you just, I think.
Send it to Telegram, please. Can you send it to Telegram?
All right, I'm gonna send it to you.
Juliana, I haven't received.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Hi. I'm happy everyone is back.
Well, maybe wait for our jury members, right? I think Michael is connecting from a lakeside in Switzerland, so it might be not super stable connection, even though today is weather good. So I hope he do simultaneously enjoying your pitches and nice weather on a lake.
Lucky Michael.
Michael is here, Oriana.
Yeah, I'm back.
So it looks like everyone is back right now. And I would like to announce the names of the winners that will present Ukraine at Startup Nights 2023. ASLAB, Advertise, Meltwater Club, Relief, Revisor, and VRNet.io. Congratulations. Dear jury, would you like to say a couple of words to the startups? Okay.
Yeah, let me quickly take over here. So yeah, in the name of the jury, I'm not sure who wants to join as well. Thanks to everyone. It's difficult to go out and pitch. Yeah, it was a hard decision, definitely. We really discussed quite a lot for some of the positions. So even those who are not able to join, please keep up the good work, continue, and yeah, let us know if, I mean, there's all of the jury is definitely glad to help. So if you want to connect to us on LinkedIn or any other platform, and if we can help you in any other way, just let me know. And yeah, other than that, congrats to the winners. Looking forward to seeing you personally in Switzerland in November.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, so I'll see you, most of you, in Switzerland. Probably we're going to see each other also on the Web Summit, also in November. We have to, make the arrangements. But yeah, well done. And Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Героям слава.
Слава. Дякуємо.
Яна, скористаюсь моментом. Michael wants to, to keep in contact. It's actually a great idea. Maybe we can create some, a database for him, like in Excel online, stuff like that. Just, to be in contact.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm happy to share my contacts, guys. So I'm in everything which is sustainable. Obviously, crypto, funding Ukrainian projects, helping them in Europe or US or in civilized world or anywhere, doesn't matter, as long as we help each other. So I'm in. You're free to share my contacts. Please ping me on the, share my Telegram. I'm on Telegram. I don't use Facebook, anything else. So if you need me, I'm good. Guys, I really have to go. So thank you very much for everyone. And good luck to the rest of you, and see you in Europe soon. Bye-bye.
That's
See you.
Dear jury members, it was a big pleasure to have you as the judges of the startup selection. Dear startups, thank you a lot for your great presentations today. I'm thankful for your attention. See you at the next pitches. Best wishes.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Best wishes.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.